hey, Kim, it's the Canadian CEO of Netmarble. How's it going, Kim? Yeah, man, Marvel Future Fight. Listen, I called to talk about Marvel Future Fight. You guys haven't been doing so well. 2018, not bad, but we're gonna have to kick it up in 2019. Yeah, very spicy. That's right, kimchi. Okay, now I've got some ideas for how we can get even more out of these players in this coming fiscal year. Okay, so I really liked what you guys did with those next level, the third shelf. What do you call those, tier threes? Yeah, tier threes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, we got the okay from Bill and the Marvel guy. So first update, the very first one of the year, we're gonna drop the Fantastic Four on them, and they're gonna have to drop some Fantastic $400s of dollars to get Mr. Fantastic tier 3. That's right, we want to do a 1.5 times cost tier 3. Not 800 of those little diamonds, those blue things. We want 1200. Okay, yeah. All right, so check this out. We skip an update because the blonde girl's coming now, blah blah, feminism, whatever. Then the next one, we hit him with another one. Okay, who's better than Mr. Fantastic? The guy from my country, from Canada. So we hit him with Wolverine, another 1200. Suck him dry. All right, like vampires. Yeah. Then after that, it's endgame, baby. You know what endgame means? The end of your wallet. That's right. Fuck their credit cards, baby. So we hit him with Thanos. He costs double. That's right, even more than Wolverine. So he's gonna cost 1600. Yeah. And then you know what we're gonna do after that? We're gonna give him one new character, Rescue, to try to rescue their wallets. But you know what's coming next after that, Kim? Are you listening? Are you writing this down, Kim? Kim, I don't hear you writing this down, Kim. Okay, there you go. After Wolverine, after Thanos, we're gonna hit him with oh, the Reddit boys, I can hear them pissing their pants right now. Jean Grey, that's right, baby. We're gonna milk him again. Another 1600 CCF, wham, right on your head. Then, when they think all the dust is settled, when they finally recovered their thousands of dollars in debt, and they're thinking, okay, it can't be another native tier 2, tier 3, right? We can't. It's impossible. It's Spider-Man Far From Home. It's got to be Mysterio, right? Wrong. Drop the Doctor Strange on them. Drop the Mystic nuclear warhead on their fucking heads. All right? And it doesn't even stop there, because the next update we're going to drop more mysticism. You know who's coming back to fight Doctor Strange? That's right, Doctor Doom. We're going to drop another 1600 on their motherfucking heads. That's right. And then we're going to make up some bullshit. All that mystical power that Doctor Doom is using, it awakened the super mystical, whatever. You just listen. Just translate this, okay? I don't read comics. I don't know what's going on. They're gonna get a Strife, okay? The next one after Doctor Doom is gonna be Strife. Are you writing this down? We're gonna get another 1600 CCF out of these motherfuckers. Do you know why? I'll tell you why, Kim. I chose the name CCF. CCF doesn't actually stand for Cosmic Cube Fragments. It stands for Credit Card Fucked, okay? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And man, so many native tier 2, tier 3s in the year 2019. Whew, we're looking at 6 out of 7 for the last 7 updates if we include the upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home. Thanos, Jean Grey, Mr. Fantastic, Wolverine, and now Doctor Strange. And you know what? If they really wanted to, as much as that was a joke just now, they could keep milking us with insane cost native tier 2s. You know, it's already hard enough to get 800 CCF if you're not investing. I mean, even if you are investing a bit of money into this game, it's really hard to get 800 CCF every single month. And then on top of that, if it's 1200 or it's 1600, you're literally talking about having to literally spend hundreds of dollars per update. And while I don't mind supporting this game, and everybody knows I've spent more than that on this game already, it does, take its toll on the community, and it does wear people down. Now, there isn't a huge power gap between tier 2s and tier 3s in this game for the most part, besides like GPR, speed clears, and a couple of ABX scores, and then timeline battle. So there isn't right now a huge pressing need for tier 3s. It's not like they created a game mode that gates all of your tier 1 and tier 2 champions and only allows you to bring in tier 3 champions, if you know what I mean. But it still is hard for the community, and especially with this upcoming update, it's been made more obvious because Doctor Strange doesn't fit in at all. But we still got characters like Strife and Doctor Doom who will be guaranteed to be 1600 CCF characters. And if they wanted to, they could release them this year. On top of that, there are already people that are wondering when the next Epic Quest is coming, and we might not see one until the end of the year, but we should see about one per year. And so we could be getting another native tier 2 who has the ability to tier 3 right out the gate, in someone like Silver Surfer or someone like Galactus, or even someone like Namor. It really depends on who they go with, but there will be an endless supply, essentially, of higher cost tier 3s that are native tier 2s. On top of that, we still don't know yet because we haven't gotten a regular cost tier 2 to be tier 3. So I'm talking a character like Quicksilver or a character like Corvus who has a cheaper tier 2 cost compared to Thanos, compared to Jean Grey, etc., but is still more expensive than a regular tier 2 to tier 3. Because a regular tier 2 to tier 3 is like Thor, is like Captain Marvel, is like Ant-Man or Captain America, or even Luna Snow. They cost 800 CCF. But we know that those characters are less expensive, in general, than the native tier 2s. And even within the native tier 2s, there is a hierarchy between them. There's almost kind of 3 levels. There's the cheapest level of native tier 2s. I'm talking your Quicksilvers and your Corvuses and your Cull Obsidians and your Proximas. Then you've got the double cost ones like Scarlet Witch, and other those native tier 2 that are more expensive, Dormammu, Odin, etc. And then even more expensive than that, you have now established Thanos and Jean Grey. Originally, we only had Thanos because although he cost the same as Scarlet Witch and Dormammu and stuff, his uniform did not. So, Dormammu doesn't have a uniform yet, but Scarlet Witch, even though Scarlet Witch costs as much as Thanos, her uniform only costs 1,000 crystals, whereas his costs 1,500. So presumably, Scarlet Witch isn't going to cost 1,600 CCF like Thanos, but it wouldn't be unfair and it wouldn't be unreasonable to expect that she costs 1,200 CCF because she's more expensive than someone like Captain America or Magneto to get to tier 3. So there's still like, a 24, I would say. I haven't actually done the math, but there's still at least 12 to 24 characters they can choose from who fit this description of more expensive tier 2s. And even someone like Supergiant, as crazy as that is to sound and to believe, Apocalypse, all these characters could be higher than 800 CCF, and they could come at any time, Adam Warlock included, and it's just too much, man. Now, there's obviously one really easy solution to this. Start choosing characters who are weaker and obviously only cost 800 CCF. But there's another solution to this, and this is one that I've said in videos. I've also asked Netmarble directly about it, and they didn't really give me an answer that I liked. World Boss. Now, I don't really know about you guys, but I love World Boss. I think it's the best game mode in Marvel Future Fight, and I think that expanding the number of entries per day, expanding the number of times that you get to kill the boss from 5 to 10 would be amazing. And they don't even have to give you 10 entries right away. This is the thing that I think is holding Netmarble back, is that giving the players too much content to do will scare them away from the game. If a game has an overwhelming amount of content, you feel as though, one, you can't catch up to players who have been completing all of this content for so long, and two, you don't have the time to invest. I don't have hours to sit here playing this game, Cynicalex. I'm not a streamer or YouTuber like you. I understand that. So what they can easily do to fix this is they can gate the 5 out of 5 increase to 10 out of 10 World Boss Ultimate entries. They can make it so that you only unlock the next 5 entries for World Boss Ultimate when you hit, let's say, shield level 70. And so you'd have to build up your shield level from 1 to 70 in order to unlock that. Additionally, or alternatively, they could tie your number of entries to your raid level, which would encourage people to play higher levels of World Boss Ultimate, but they could still make it at a reasonable amount of raid level so that it's not locked for everyone for a long time. So, raid level 1 to 10, you have 5 tries for World Boss Ultimate. Once you get to raid level 11, you get to 6 attempts per day. Once you get to raid level 50, you get 7 attempts per day. Raid level 100, 8. raid level, 150, 9, and then once you hit raid level 200 or raid level 250, you will hit 10 attempts per day. And as you get more attempts in World Boss, you'll be able to get raid level faster, so it won't actually be harder as you progress. And that's a way of rewarding players who play higher levels. That's a way of making players look forward to this game mode and build up their roster as a larger group, because instead of needing 15 characters, you're going to eventually need at minimum 30 characters, because 10 clears, 3 characters per clear, 30 high level, well built characters. And that's going to increase the revenue for Netmarble, and it's also going to increase our chances to get CCF. Now, you guys know you can still get screwed by RNG and not get any CCF, but at least with 10 attempts per day, you should get screwed a lot less, as long as they don't change the drop rates for CCF. But I pretty much just see this as an issue that is a much, it's much easier to solve than it is to just keep it the way that it is. And the way that it is right now, it does kind of feel like we're getting the screws tightened around us, and we're kind of being asked to kind of pay up. That's actually my wallet. And I don't really like that feeling very much. So I do think that Netmarble should do something. I know that they've been including CCF as part of the event shops more frequently, and that's great. But let's be real, you're only getting about 100 CCF every time they include that, and we've already had almost 8,000 CCF worth of improved characters since, the beginning of the year. So there's no way to really reconcile that. So the last thing I want to do, and the most important thing here, is I want to leave it up to you guys with a bit of an informal poll, okay? And the poll is basically very simple. Do you want, and you can answer anonymously, I don't know how, well, I guess I'll just put a poll in the description. I just want you to answer a very simple question. Do you think, or not do you think, do you want more World Boss Ultimate attempts, entries per day? Do you want to stay with 5, or do you want more, and do you want to get to 10? Regardless of how we get from 5 to 10, as long as it's not like, give me money to get from 5 to 10, whatever. Do you want more World Boss Ultimate entries, or are you happy with what we have now, and we should just I should just shut up, and we should figure out how to maintain our CCF, and maybe the tier 3 thing should not be for everyone, and you should have to pick and choose which tier 3s you want and sacrifice and, ignore other tier 3s for months, if not years, in order to get the ones that you really want. Let me know what you think down below in the poll. I guess I was going to say in the comments, but then it won't be anonymous. So let me know what you think in the poll, and I will tweet the poll out to Marvel Future Fight to show them what I think is the truth. And what I think is that the vast majority of you want more World Boss Ultimate clears. But I might be wrong, so I'll leave it to you. Hit me up in the comments down below. Please do not forget to click and vote in the poll. It's a very easy yes/no question, or whatever 1 to 2 choice answer. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.